passing all understanding. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall guard your hearts and your thoughts in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7. The Bible constantly leads us to a point where we must ask, shall we go on or stop and return? We feel like someone following a beautiful highway toward a near goal, but who suddenly comes to a sharp curve and realizes the road leads far beyond what was anticipated. New valleys and heights open, and we hesitate. We have read the Bible, perhaps not without profit. We have drawn good lessons from sermons, but we have the notion that it is our business what and how much we take to heart. A part of the way we go willingly because it pleases us, but we are determined to remain masters in our own houses. We reserve the right to say, now I have had enough, this does not suit me. We deal with matters of the Spirit as if they were merchandise, taking what we need, leaving the rest. And now the Bible makes us aware that we are not lords on this road. There are spiritual forces which assert their right to enter our life unbidden. Engaging with God's truth is a dangerously large matter. We have been caught by a current carrying us far beyond our safe havens. When we reach this point, we reach where the deep and original meaning of the Bible begins. Whatever in Christianity lies before this sharp curve, whatever we take from a sermon without being stirred, whatever we receive innocently as a desirable enrichment of life as we have lived it, is not yet genuine Christianity. It may look good and true, but it is not yet the fear and adoration of God's glory which is the Bible's chief concern. Where the highway leads beyond our known goals into a strange land, the land into which Abraham set his foot because he was constrained, knowing nothing except what God showed him. Their genuine Christianity begins, where we can no longer be our own guides, where truth forces itself upon us in its own right. Here is the divine, a reality with its own power, standing in its own right, not living by human permission. And here is its sign. It begins where we have reached our end. If our churches do not bring us to this point, if our Christianity leaves us undisturbed as our own masters, then the heart of Christianity is wanting, the cross is wanting, and therefore resurrection is wanting. For the cross means the boundary where human impotence and the mark of death are clearly seen. And the resurrection means that on this borderline, and only here, God's forgiveness and peace are made manifest. At some small point along this borderline, He is waiting to reach out and touch us. The peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall guard your hearts and your thoughts. Paul added, which passeth all understanding deliberately, rolling a stumbling block into the path of easy listeners. Understanding includes everything we see and experience, will and think. Before we reach the borderline, He does not discredit these things, but in matters divine we must look beyond them.
God And He is more than the best of men, God. And you will not find Him, however deep you sink the shaft of your soul, God, of whom you cannot take possession by logic, emotion, or any plunge of believing, even were it a death leap. All these belong to the realm of understanding. God transcends them all. We stand impotently before Him, whom we cannot reach, but whom we cannot hinder from reaching us. We may climb the heights of righteousness and fail to come near. We may descend into the abyss of suffering and remain unforsaken. He is who He is. The borderline separates us from Him in order to unite us with Him.
And in this surrender lies our peace. Where do all differences disappear more completely than at the borderline? Where righteous and unrighteous, high and low, are all standing before God as the poor people we are. Where only God's own word is heard, as the waves of the ocean find rest on the encircling shore, so our life finds its end in God's forgiveness, which dissolves the problem of our sin and our righteousness alike. He alone is the center around which our life can be integrated out of its disintegration.
This deed of peace was done in Jesus Christ. He is our peace. In Him God has condemned our godlessness, but also wiped it away. The center is not a human idea or experience. It is He Himself, the mediator. And this deed is constantly being done anew, as it must be if it is to remain God's own.
We can add nothing to it, but our concern is that we ask God to give us eyes to see. Is this perhaps the source of our want of peace, that we do not rightly call on God? Were we to call upon Him again, we would surely be heard.